everyone, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the live session. So, here we are back with our season 2 of PsychoTalks, and I'm so happy to have Manpreet today with us. Hello, Manpreet.
Hi, hi. How are you?
How are you doing? I'm good.
I'm good.
Thank you so much for accepting our invite to be with us for this season 2, and thanks a lot.
My pleasure. All my pleasure.
So, everyone, let me give a quick introduction about this superwoman. So, here we have Manpreet Kaur with us. She is a businesswoman by profession but a traveler by heart. She is a director for the Cool Ways group and a lovely mother, a fashion icon for her lovely squad as well. So, welcome to Psycho Talks once again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, this is how people know you, Manpreet. So, but
Mm.
who actually is Manpreet?
Uh, I am someone who's, you've rightly put, I think you know me so well. Yes, I am a little bit of fun loving. A lot of people think that all I know is just to have fun. But behind this fun, I know how I manage everything just to have this fun part in my life. So I try to manage everything. My only motto is just to stay happy all the time, no matter what I do.
So, when you say you manage everything, and yes, it's been few months where I have been looking to you. You are managing
Yeah.
your business, you are managing your, your family, and then you are even managing your own passion. And above it, you definitely take time for yourself and your friend circle as well.
True.
So, how do you
True.
manage all of this?
Well, just as I said, so my head is very clear that no matter what, I got to stay happy. So to stay happy, I somehow I have this habit of since the beginning only when I knew that I had a lot of stuff to manage. The only thing that comes to my mind is I'm not going to take any stress. So let me find out ways how to chop out my entire day so that I can stay happy all the while. Right. So when I
Wow.
introduced travel into my current regime, again, my motive was to stay happy. Anything that gives me that happiness, that kick in the morning to get up and do something that excites me. So I started managing my day. I started getting up at 5 in the morning, started doing my stuff, whatever I could manage in the morning. Then I even take care of my fitness. So I go there also, come back. And then again, my office work starts. So I give time to my office. In between fillers, I do my travel stuff. And then I manage time as well. I have a lovely son, I have a lovely family here. So everything is very well managed. And yes, friends, my family, they're all core to my heart. So no matter what, I just know that I have to make it. So no matter what. That's it.
Wow. So basically, what I can take from here is your time management is the right key. You plan everything beforehand.
Yeah, so it's nothing that is it's not chalked out anywhere physically, but yes, in my head, I know that these are the tasks to be done today. And if there are certain orders that I need to take care of, if there are certain things in my travel or in my other business of air conditioning, if anything needs to be taken care of that, all of that is definitely in a physical format. But yes, if the entire day, I think I'm quite habitual of handling the whole thing now, so it just runs smoothly. And then evening is definitely family time, friends time. So
Wow.
the day
So
goes
one thing
nice
I
and
must
smooth.
tell all of our viewers is like Manpreet is not managing one business. She is actually a serial entrepreneur. There's so many businesses which are going on and she manages them. So hats off to you, Superwoman. And
Thank you.
so Man so Manpreet, how long it has been that you are working? How many years?
Uh, so I, exactly I started working in 2008. So
Okay.
I think it's 2022, about 14 years. Yeah. In the coming month, Jan, I'll be completing 15 years. I started working on the 1st of Jan itself in 2008. Oh, sorry, 2007 in fact. So before marriage,
Okay,
yes,
so
also I
almost
was
15 years
working.
now.
Yes, it's 15
So,
years now.
so,
Yeah.
so you started with your own business or you were working somewhere earlier?
All right. So I started my career with the banking industry. So I was one of
Oh,
the only campus recruits from the entire campus to Standard Chartered Bank for the HNI clients priority banking segment. So
wow.
I gave some time there. Then I found an opportunity in PhD Chambers of Commerce and Industry. I happened to join that and I
Oh,
learned a
so
lot.
good.
Yes.
So this
And
is
in my,
very
sorry.
interesting, especially yeah. So like this is very interesting to me, where it's like a taboo to most of the women, like they can't manage their finances or money. So there you
Yeah.
were, the only recruited candidate from your entire college working into finance
Right.
sector.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I think that begins from my schooling itself. So I still remember if there were any trips coming up or any projects coming up wherein finances were involved. So I was always called out for that, that I'm supposed to take care of the finance part of it, design the financials. Example for I had to design a Manali trip at that time in 12th grade. And I was the one who managed the entire trip, starting from designing the trip, then organizing it, taking, collecting money, thinking कि कितना पैसा किस पर लगना है and all that. So yes, I guess my financial journey began quite early. So I've
Wow,
been probably enjoying that, and I've always been little responsible with finances. I know that I need to do all my musty also, but I need to do a lot of saving also. So finance has
wow.
always been a core part of my life.
So, what's your mantra of saving? Like, I have seen women, and most of the women generally invest in those. So, what investment is for them is like कि आप किसी से पूछोगे तो they'll answer कि हमने किट्टी डाली हुई है, right? Or they might be buying gold only. So, what would
Right.
be your advice for them? That what is the right way of investing? Is it really a investment, or like what are your tips for that?
Okay, so yeah, kitties and all, I also like to put in, but yes, the head is very clear on that. Kitties are not an investment. They are just not an investment. That is investment in yourself, your own time. When you're spending time with your friends, that is investment in yourself, right? And that is also necessary, right? You cannot take yourself or pull yourself back कि नहीं मुझे नहीं करनी because it is not considered something really nice or पता नहीं कौन क्या सोचेगा वो बड़ा boring and all that. I think it is investment in yourself. You don't need to participate in all the gossips, but then you can just go and be happy and see friends around, just grab the best out of it. But yes, it is not an investment. मेरे लिए investment is if I'm putting my money into something and I'm making more money out of it. So we're all aware gold is definitely a great option. Plus, definitely lucrative ones for females because if you're more making ornaments, but taking it as a genuine investment, you need to invest in coins then. But for me, I found my way in mutual funds. So quite
Nice.
early in my life, I saw mutual funds because I was already working in the priority banking segment in Standard Chartered. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned the art of mutual funds, and that's how I got
Nice.
connected to it. So I think the day I got married, that day itself only, I we started, talking about it. In fact, I always used to initiate this discussion just because I had
So
more
how long it's
interest.
been that you are investing in mutual funds? How long it's been now?
Been 15, exactly the time of my marriage, yeah. So 15,
Wow. That's so
yeah,
nice because I think mutual funds have become popular now, but
yeah.
you have been doing
That,
this like almost more than a
yes,
decade.
yes. And initially, not a very big amount. In fact, I have a lot of close friends, and I always tell them, it's not necessary that you invest huge amounts. You can just go in for a normal, maybe start with a 500 rupee or 1,000 rupees SIP and just let it be. So
Nice.
just
So
always,
like you
Mhm.
yeah, sorry. So
No,
the
no,
thing is you understand finances, you understand mutual funds. So you were, maybe it might be very easy for you to pick, choose, and invest. But there are so many women, and not only women, so many people around who don't understand this much. So how would you tell them
Right.
कि this is the right way, कि ऐसे कर लो and just invest your money, go ahead. So any
Right.
particular way or platform that you vouch for?
Very, very easy way. Okay, so though I was attached to the banking sector, I was always into the financial sector initially, but now I'm not. So I have given the entire responsibility. कहते हैं ना हर चीज का स्पेशलिस्ट होता है, हार्ट स्पेशलिस्ट
Yes.
होता है, किडनी स्पेशलिस्ट होता है, फाइनेंशियल के स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं, कंसल्टेंट्स होते हैं. Have a good one-to-one with them. Discuss your own life's liabilities and responsibilities. They will understand your goals, what your requirements are, and just surrender. Just surrender to that financial consultant. He or she will take the entire responsibility of your amount. You just don't need to worry. I have got my own financial consultants. Now I don't even know कई बार कि मेरा पैसा कौन से fund में invested है. Because I've got this deep trust with them. I had once upon a time shared my entire story of my life with them and how my life should be in the coming times. That's already been shared. It's been बड़ा अच्छा इंटरेक्शन था 2-3 घंटे का and was good enough for me also to understand कि मैं अभी तक कहाँ पर गलत चल रही थी, right? So अपने आप को हम सारे चैंपियन समझते हैं कि हमें तो सब पता है, हमें पैसा कैसे कर रहे हैं, बड़े सालों से कर रहे हैं, but I think learning never stops. So, you should invest like that. हर एक चीज का काम एक स्पेशलिस्ट को दे दो, your life is sorted. You don't need to burden yourself with another thing in your life. Already life is pretty overwhelming with a lot of stuff. So जितना
Makes sense.
delegate कर सको अच्छा है.
That makes sense. That's so nice.
Yeah.
So right now also you work in the finance industry, or is it something different, like with the Cool Ways group?
So, Coolbase का definitely अभी आपके इस interaction से पहले with my accountant only, and we were having a discussion regarding the finances. So yes, मेरा Coolways में भी finance में पूरा interest है. Personal में भी मेरे को अपने friends के finance में बहुत interest है. Not that I'm interested in their money, but I'm interested that they make money. और मतलब खुश भी
Yes.
रहे. They should enjoy life. उसमें कोई compromise नहीं होना चाहिए. Very important. But उतना
So
होना
that's
चाहिए कि
how
life
women
में हमें
support women.
yeah. So ups and downs life में किसी के भी आते हैं. We all know and it's very unpredictable. So life में उतना होना चाहिए कि कल को सब बंद भी हो जाए तो you can still survive. Any health emergency comes up, you know that people can rely on you. कि ठीक है, मैं हूं ना, it'll be done. So I think उतना होना चाहिए at one point of time. उसके लिए मेरा दिमाग चलता रहता है saving के लिए.
So, you are managing the home automation part here. So
Yeah,
again, this is something which is quite technical. So
yeah,
from the finance to the technical department, and then the travel thing also is there. So there is
yeah,
so many things which are associated with you, which again I would mention consider to be something which women can't handle, right? Like
yeah.
that's something like I would say you are the tech women. So have you ever felt this that biasness into your industry कि यार ये लड़की है ये कर नहीं पाएगी?
No, in fact, I find myself quite privileged. It's been many a times that I go for these dealer meets. Suppose if I'm a dealer, even I'm a dealer for air conditioning or I'm a dealer for automation. So in the dealer meets hota hai. So I feel quite privileged and I feel quite good about it that sometimes I'm the only female around there, you know. And then
Yes,
एक
that's
thought
what
आता
I
है.
am trying to point out.
Yeah. So I feel quite happy about it that good I could make it. I did not stop myself. I'm someone who will never stop myself. I'm ready to take up a challenge. थोड़े रिस्की हूँ रिस्क लेने में मुझे मजा आता है क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा फेल हो जाऊंगी ना सो व्हाट और देख लेंगे कुछ नेक्स्ट आ जाएगा कुछ तो देयर इज नथिंग दैट कैन स्टॉप मी हाँ कोई लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग चीज है उसमें मैं बहुत ज्यादा रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहूंगी बट एनीथिंग विच इन्वॉल्व लिटिल बिट ऑफ फाइनेंसेस एंड आई कैन थिंक के लाइफ में दोबारा इतना तो कर ही लूंगी दैट आई कैन मैनेज माई लाइफ उतना सा मे बी नॉट लग्जरी बट मे बी अ नॉर्मल मॉडेस्ट लाइफ I'm open to take risks. I don't stop myself.
Wonderful.
I'm happy to
So,
take it.
like you started from a bank, you were into PhD Chamber of Commerce, and
Yeah.
then now also you are handling so many businesses. Plus, in
Hmm.
between, you got married, and then
Yeah.
you have a family also, like your kids are there. So,
Yeah.
did you felt ever like there was a transition in your career journey, like which got affected because of the marriage or family? Have you ever felt it,
I
or
think
like
I've just
there was
seen,
a pause or anything?
I think I've just seen the growth part of it, growth in me myself. There are always pros and cons of being in a job or in a business, but I think I have tasted both the worlds. And even today, when I think, like I say, life is pretty unpredictable. Tomorrow, what may happen, and probably I need to shift back to a job profile. I'm okay with it. There is nothing that can, pull me down or make me feel कि यार पहले ऐसी थी अब ऐसे नहीं. I think this वो कहते हैं ना चेंज इज द ओनली कांस्टेंट. आई कैन नॉट
Wow.
जस्ट से कि मेरी अभी ऐसी लाइफ चल रही है तो बस ऐसे ही चलती रहेगी बस इतनी. नो, आई नो लाइफ में बहुत चीजें आती हैं एंड आई हैव टू टेक इट द वे इट इज. सो जब मैरिज भी हुई मैं बहुत अच्छा अपने पीएचडी चेम्बर्स में एंजॉय कर रही थी एंड आई वाज इवन ऑफर्ड अ ट्रांसफर हियर. But then when I realized that it's a good business and let me give it a try, and nothing like being a part of a family business, it was an immediate yes from my side. So January got married. The same month itself I started working in the family business. I just did not say a no to it.
Wow. So I have a question actually, proceeding from here only. Like these days, many of the women who are like career oriented and all, they are not moving forward with that part of having a marriage or a family, thinking that they might feel or like get the fallback from their career. So what would you
Mhm.
advise them over this?
That I'm very neutral at all this. My perception is always neutral. It's a personal thought. If, I always wanted to get married. It was my personal choice. In fact, I remember pestering my mother, okay, I want to get married. And I knew that I would manage my life. It's a personal choice. And if someone's personal choice is, thinking that shadi na karke they are doing better in life or would be doing better, well respected, well taken. You never know when in the coming times, their mindset changes. They might find their loving partner and they might give in the same thought of getting married and still enjoying the working pleasures of life. So it's just taking life as it is. It's okay. If the mindset currently is okay that I don't want to get married, I think we should respect that. That's all cool.
Nice. And parallelly to this, especially working women who are the mothers who have kids and all, they are generally either they are made feel guilty that you are maybe considering your work before, or you are not taking care of your child better, and what all, or even I have seen women being that female part, they themselves feel guilty that I'm not giving much time to my children. So,
Okay.
did that ever happen to you also?
Never. I was always confident that मैं जो कर रही हूँ is beautiful. And I think the way my son responds to everything just gives me the everything back. Yeah, that I was not wrong anywhere. I've never felt guilty about my motherhood. The way I have raised my child and the support that I had from my family, I think both helped me not to get this negative
Contributed.
thought hit my head. Yeah, so I was
Wow.
always the happy one until date. मेरे को बहुत लोग बोलते तू सारा दिन काम करती है उसको टाइम कब देती. I know what and when how much time I give him and how much he is attached to me and how much I am attached to him. I'll just narrate yesterday's incident. I was taking him for his theater class, and in the way itself, I was driving, and he said, "Mama, I want to give you a tight hug. You're so cute. I love you so much."
Oh,
I think, I think all is done. I don't need to feel guilty.
yes.
Guilt would have arrived अगर मेरा दिमाग में मेरा बच्चा होता ही ना. If I'm doing something with him all the time in my head, I don't feel guilty about it. I'm quite happy. It's a beautiful time that I'm having.
Wow, that's so nice and really encouraging, I would say. So,
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे अभी serious questions हो गए. Let's have some fun part. So I'll do a quick rapid fire with you. This is
Okay.
the actual specialty of PsychoTalks 2.0. So we are going to have some quick, fun questions, and you have to give me either one answer or one liner on it. That's it. No more
Okay.
explanation. Okay.
Okay.
One. Let's start. So one superpower you want to have. Quick, quick,
I want
rapid
to
fire.
increase the number of hours in the day.
Oh, difficult one. Okay. One thing that annoys you the most.
Dishonesty.
Nice. Okay. Small team versus big team. Which one you would prefer?
Both, depending on the
Okay.
task.
Okay. Which is more stressful, office or home to manage, like office
None.
management or home management? None.
None.
Okay. Great. Tata's or Ambani's?
Both in different aspects. Tatas have risen in different ways and Ambanis have risen in different ways. I've got to learn from both.
What would you choose
Choosing
from each? One,
the
one would
humble
you choose
one,
from each?
the humble ones, Tatas.
We all have love for Tatas. Okay,
Yeah.
now you have to give me again just one word for the following words that I'm going to give. Right? Travel,
Pleasure,
automation,
fun,
work,
happiness,
office,
my second home
women.
are the best.
Undoubtedly. Okay, the last one, networking.
Love it.
Wow. Great. So, thank you for giving us quick, nice answers for these. And
Yeah.
let's have some more fun conversations. Even I think we are running out of time, but still, I would love to have these questions from you.
Yeah, please tell
Great.
me.
Oh, okay. So again, these days, many people are talking about early retirement. Uh, what's your take on it? When it's like even been more than 15 years you have been working. So
Hmm.
how do you take early retirement or retirement?
Yeah, so a lot of these mutual funds, promote this idea of early retirement or retirement के बाद ये ऐसे पैसे आ जाए, ऐसे पैसे आ जाए. Okay, so financially, definitely if the way one wants to plan his life for retirement, good enough. But the only key to stay happy in your life is never to retire. And recently I read this book called Ikigai, which is my Bible, which is why I'm so excited in life these days. Because that book gave me the mantra of, staying always on the court, unstoppable, following a passion in your life which keeps you moving on. And I think if one has a passion in life with which one is moving on, you would never want to retire. पैसों के लिए आप जरूर रिटायरमेंट ले लो पर अपनी लाइफ में कुछ जो करना चाहते हो जिससे आपको मजा आता है अच्छा लगता है उससे अपने आप को रिटायर मत करो लो हो जाओगे यू वांट टू जस्ट स्टे हैप्पी एंड बबली जस्ट फॉलो योर ड्रीम पैशन जो अच्छा लगता है whatever whether it gives you money or not doesn't matter just follow your ikigai.
Wow, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. Thanks for this.
Thank you.
What do you take as your biggest achievement till date?
Biggest achievement again. I don't know if I'm talking about some awards or awards. There are quite many of them, and I don't want to, say anything about that. But biggest achievement is again that how I have been able to manage the entire journey till now that of not having that cribbing feeling. So not to crib is my biggest achievement. That is it. I don't want to crib in life. I just want to stay on the path of happiness, and that is my achievement. And that's what I keep asking my friends and family also. That I know there are life में बहुत lows आते हैं समझ नहीं आता you want to end your life at that time and you feel it's such a futile living. कैसे हैं, कैसे आसपास के लोग सारे हैं. But at the end of the day, if your mind is clear कि happiness achieve करनी है, तो सब हो जाएगा. That is it.
Wow, so nice. That really
Yeah.
makes a sense. And I must tell my viewers that as she is saying ki awards and all, to chalo aate rehte hain. She is having a lot many awards and appreciations. She even got awarded from our former Prime Minister, Shri I.K. Gujral ji. So don't take her less. She is already holding a long list of awards with her.
Right. Yeah. So acting was always somehow very close to me apart from traveling. So अगर आज मैं एक enthusiast traveler planner ना होती तो शायद acting field में जाना चाहती. So since my school old days till my college, I was always part of theater. And luckily, as you just mentioned, so there was this play which I was part of in which I had to act like an HIV patient. And
Oh,
I still remember that day. Had the scene of my hair falling, and and I could still feel the sadness in the audience when they were looking at that play. And then when I moved out of that arena, I saw the entire audience standing up and giving an ovation for that. I think it was a very warm and a soft moment for me. Felt very humbled with all that love that the audience was showering. And then I was awarded by the then Prime Minister I.K. Gujarati for the same performance. It was beautiful.
in which
And
year it
yeah,
was?
so it was in 2000, I think 2002, long back, 20 years back.
I must appreciate the fact, I can see you have been that person who's always ahead of the trends. So people talk about being that influencer, the trend of the person. Like I feel you were actually living the trend. Talking about playing the character of a HIV patient 20 years back, handling finance 15 years back. These all things they are genuinely very different, and you have been the genuinely influencer, of your own kind. So hats off to you
Uh,
for that.
thank you. Never thought that I'm influencing someone, but yes, always thought again, acting gave me happiness, financial managing finance sense of security. So I guess I just continued with those thoughts and I kept moving on.
Wow, that's so wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, let me have one serious question. So
Okay.
you have experience of both the worlds, like where you have been worked as an employee also, and now you are the employer also. So you have been managing teams and everything. There is one very famous thing which everyone talks about, which says the boss bitch, right? But
Yeah.
there is nothing we have ever heard the other way around for the any other gender. It's always boss bitch, right? So what's
Yeah.
your take on it?
Probably, this particular term or the coining of the boss bitch thing came probably because the employees might have had an experience or might have, judged the person who's kind of little senior to them, uh, holding a position in the office. They might have taken her like that. But for me, this office is not, it's not me. My office is my family who's working for me. So my family is my people who are working. We are all together. There is no segregation in my office. I happen to sit on this part of the desk because the way the office is made, but I'm happy to sit anywhere. Uh, I think one is a boss for themselves throughout their life. You are a boss, I'm a boss, our accountant is a boss, other technicians are working on the side, they are the boss. They decided कि मेरे को यहाँ पर काम करना है. So if you're taking a decision for your life, you are the boss. That's it. अगर हम वहां से लेकर चलेंगे, you would never feel a subordinate and senior relationship. It would never exist. I have a beautiful help here in the office, and she and me are so pally with each other. She comes and sits with me, we talk, we chat. I sometimes cry in front of her, she cries. I think I share that love and bond with, I think, everyone here. I haven't felt the disparity because I never wanted to feel the disparity when I was part of my job, and I never felt it there. So that was my, decision to join a job. So I joined a job. That was my decision to be, managing a business. So I did this. So there is nothing that comes to my head. And thankfully, all my people who are working with me are so loving and caring. पता नहीं शायद पर्सनली उनसे पूछोगे तो दे माइट शेयर बट मेरे को कभी वाइब्स आए नहीं सो आई एम लाइक ठीक है मेरे को लगता है खुशी हो पता नहीं बट यू नीड टू रियली चेक आउट विद देम
No, that makes sense.
या
And one thing, like you have talked a lot about the concept of ikigai and the book Ikigai as well. And when you say travel has become your ikigai, so what actually you mean by this concept, and how did you find it? Because like you mentioned earlier, also when you were working 15 years back, you that time also you planned some trip for your teammates and all, but it took 15 years for
या
you to take that. Yes,
या
travel is my ikigai. So how did you find it?
So, like everyone, your life, you continue with your mundane tasks, normal routine चल रहा होता है. उसमें भी आप खुश होते हो, आपको पता नहीं होता कि आप दुखी हो, but you're just continuing with that. Whether you are a homemaker, whether you're in an office, whether you're in a job, or you are working as an, holding your business and all. तो पता नहीं चलता है कि कुछ मिसिंग है लाइफ में बट somehow I was sensing something especially this year that there is something missing because people had always kept on telling me तू ऑटोमेशन करती है तू एयर कंडीशनिंग करती है पर तू तो इसमें अच्छी है तो ये क्यों नहीं करती तू वो क्यों नहीं करती so all these years I had been listening to these kind of conversations but I was like I'm happy doing my family business and that's it and I had ended my world there itself बट आई केम अक्रॉस दिस बुक वो भी ऐसे नहीं किसी का मैंने फेसबुक स्टोरी या कहीं पर देखा था अबाउट दिस बुक then I happened to pick this up and then I read the entire book and then I was like Japanese people why they have a longer life than any other person in this world is because they are following certain passion in their life which gives them that kick early in the morning to get up from their bed and just start working. And it's not necessary again as I'm saying to make money. It's just that वो काम करो जो खुशी देता है. So I was like literally exploring myself. हाँ मुझे बैंकॉक जाना अच्छा लगता है, but then what is ikigai about it? I can't fly to Bangkok every time, I can't just keep going. फैमिली को छोड़ के या उनको ले लेकर भी जाती रहूँ, sorry. But I can just keep doing that, you know. But then one fine day I just happened to form this page inspired था ऐसे बैठे बैठे कि चलो I just start putting things about her and maybe that would give me happiness and it actually started giving me happiness. और मैंने ये सोचा कि मैं ना हर रोज अगले काफी सालों के लिए I'll just keep on putting things about it. And then I landed up becoming a travel expert. I'm glad I just got an opportunity. Just got lucky with that.
Wow, that's very
Yeah.
interesting. So just seeing the time, we are already up to 5 minutes. I'm really sorry for that. But here I would genuinely end with one last question, although I have many more, but still keeping the time in view, I will take the final question with you. So what advice you have for the young minds and especially the young women who are, starting up, like just starting up with their life and especially with their careers. So what advice you have for them?
My only set of advice is first of all, I would like to compliment each and every person, being a man or a woman. I think for me, both are same. I have never talked, especially I'm not a feminist, so probably I've never thought from that point of view. But since you're asking, so again, just because I'm a little influenced by this book again, I would always advise that, strive for happiness and that doesn't mean that you leave what you're actually doing right now कि इसको छोड़कर जी मेरे को तो इसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा and I should just follow जो मुझे अच्छा लगता है. No, be responsible, but yet strive for happiness. So when I'm saying responsible, be responsible for whatever currently is at hand, whether it is your work, whether it is your family. उनको छोड़ना नहीं है. So just be responsible for them and strive for your own happiness. ढूंढो आपको क्या चीज पसंद है, किस फॉर्म में पसंद है, क्या ऐसा कर सकते हो जो आपको वो किक देगा लाइफ में, which can just keep you moving on and on and on. That's it.
Wow. Really, really nice. Thank you so much for sharing these golden nuggets with all of us. And I must say to all of our viewers that just check Dimspat Thai, Manpreet's page right now. She's doing some really amazing work. Just, give it a thought that there is someone who's launching one business after the other and even maintaining all of it. So, yes, there is something really special and good that she's delivering. So it's a must to check her page and follow her. She's doing some really good stuff and some amazing travel plans. So thank you so much, Manpreet, for being with us, giving us your time, and big shout out for this superwoman.
All thanks to you, Kartar, and I'm so glad that you thought about this idea of inviting me over to your psycho talks. I was little थोड़ा सा तो अंदर आ रहा था कि पता नहीं what it's going to be, but I found it so interesting. It's just like आपको लग रहा है time खत्म हो गया. I'm like अच्छा बस अब time खत्म हो गया. Kind of I was also enjoying the journey right now with you. It was really
Oh,
interesting,
thank you so
entertaining.
much.
And really sweet of you to sum up my life's journey in your own sweet words. Thank you so much for all this.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And thanks to all of you for joining the live. And we'll be again coming up with some amazing personality to share their life and work experiences with all of us. Till then, bye. Take care and keep smiling. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.